English questions about social media. What social media apps do you have on your phone? On my phone, I have many social media apps, but the main ones are Facebook, Instagram, and also Kakao Talk, which is popular in South Korea. Do you post content or only watch other people online? The majority of people are called lurkers. A lurker is someone who only looks at other people's social media, but they don't post anything of their own. For myself, I often post to social media. My preferred social media to post on is Instagram and Facebook. But for the Addictive channel, this channel, I also post on YouTube, on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. What is your favorite channel on YouTube? Besides the Addictive channel, which is my favorite of course, I also watch channels that have to do with sports, such as UFC or movies and other pop culture. The channels I really enjoy though are channels that help YouTubers grow their audience. What content do you watch on Instagram or Facebook? My Instagram and Facebook is mainly just for family and friends. I do follow some success and quote pages on Instagram, but the majority of people that I follow are people that I know or people that I've interacted with on my YouTube channel. Which creators do you think are overrated? One of the most popular and oversaturated creators are the gaming creators. I think there are some that are just fantastic to watch and it's really interesting watching them play games. But I think there are too many people creating gaming content and the market is very saturated, which means that there are too many for a limited space. What positives are there about using social media? With social media, you get to show yourself off to the world. You can show them things that you have done, or you can share interesting information about yourself. You can also show people what you are working on or what you think. When I was younger, there was no social media, so I never took photos or I have no recollection of what I did in the past. Now I'm creating a visual memory of what I've done in the past. I really enjoy posting on social media because it's a way for me to connect with my audience and to stay in touch with my family and friends. Do you think the new generation is better at using social media? 100%. Young people have grown up in this new age of social media. So they are more social media savvy and they can post, take photos, and they understand the culture a lot better. They are also safer and understand what information to put on the internet and what to withhold. I think it's both a blessing and a curse that they grow up in this age of social media, because now they don't have that feeling of being free and not constantly checking their phones. Can you use social media to improve your career? Yes, social media can be used to improve your career. In the past, no one could see how qualified you are or who you are as a person. Now, if they go on social media, you can post pictures of yourself working or your ideas. You can also record yourself doing your job. Now you can show people how you teach in class, so they don't need to interview you to get all the answers and guess, because they've got living proof of you doing your job. But we have to be careful what we post on social media. Many people have lost their jobs because they posted something on social media that was unsuited and reflected badly on them. So, if we want to use social media to be more professional, that is a good way to show the best of ourselves, but we have to be careful what we share with the world. Do you think social media will change in the future? How will it evolve? I think there will be great changes to social media in the future. Videos are getting shorter, but we will also use it to show off more of who we are. People will become more aware of how they are being portrayed online. Most kids these days don't want to be policemen or astronauts when they grow up. A lot of kids say they want to be YouTubers because they understand the power of influence, especially online where you can be connected to unlimited people. Social media is very addictive. How can we protect ourselves from using it too much? This is a major problem with myself, with people of my age and younger people. They constantly use social media and they check what their friends are up to. Because we have that fear of missing out, or FOMO, we don't want to miss anything. This is just how we evolved from a tribe where we want to know what everyone's doing, and now it's in the palm of your hand. So, what can we do to limit our social media use? I believe we should have a time when we put our phone and technology away. For me, that time is when I go to the gym for a couple of hours, or if I take a walk, I put my phone away and I enjoy nature. We should constantly be vigilant on how much we use technology and social media. Can you list the most popular social media networking apps? The most popular social media apps are Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Many other countries have their own specialized social networking apps, but there are too many to mention. How often do you post on social media? I use social media very frequently. I post perhaps once every day on different apps. This is necessary for me as I have a YouTube channel and I'm also on Facebook. So I constantly have to be putting out more content and connecting with my viewers. What is the last video you watched on YouTube? I really enjoy watching documentary videos. The last video I watched was a documentary about a divorce in England. They followed a husband and wife and their kids as they went through a divorce over a year. It was really sad but very interesting to see what happened in their lives. Do you follow your friends on Instagram or Facebook? Who posts the most? I live in South Korea and the people that post the most are girls in their 20s, so 20 to 30, that post on Instagram. It's always the same ones and they are very active. I am truly amazed at their skill at taking photos and the image they portray on social media. Facebook is for the older generation, maybe 30 to 50s are very active on that. So I would say the younger generation prefers Instagram because it's short and it's instant, whereas Facebook is an older app that people have gotten used to in their 30s to 50s. What are the negatives about social media? When you post on social media, you are putting yourself out into the world. People can see you, or they can see the way that you think, the type of content that you post on your social media. And that can get you into trouble. You can say the wrong thing or post the wrong content, and it can be damaging to your reputation, and a lot of people have actually lost their careers because they posted the wrong content. Also, people can get into trouble, they can get scammed, their information can be stolen and used by criminals. So we've got to be cautious when using social media. What can older people learn from the youth about social media? Young people understand that through the power of the internet and social media, they can connect to millions of people. And that influence that you create has power. It has the power to sell. It has the power to change people's minds. It has a lot of benefits that, if you control it well, can improve your life. Also, another thing that older people can learn from young people with social media is the way that you present yourself online. You can show the world who you are, you can look more professional. People can get an idea of who you are just by following you on social media. How can you use social media to show off your life? You can take pictures of interesting things that you are doing. You can show off some skills that you have. For example, if you are a good cook, now you can take a short video and post it on Instagram or Facebook and people can see what you can do. In the past, you could tell them, but now you've got social media to spread that message for you. Also, when you dress up a certain way or if you go to an event, now you can show off what you're doing with your life to everyone that's connected to you. What rules can parents give their children about using social media? I think children are way smarter than their parents when it comes to social media, but some rules that we can give our kids is to make sure who they share their information with. Tell them that they cannot share their personal information or photos of themselves with strangers. Only connect with people that they know and that they can tell their parents about. Also limit the amount of time that they use their phones because it's easy to get addicted. So tell them that at a certain time they've got to switch it off, they have to read a book or do something else. Because if they are only on their phones, they're missing out on so much that life has provided us. If you could remove any social media app, which one would it be? The majority of the internet is either in the TikTok corner or against TikTok. I feel like so many young people really enjoy this app. It's really fun and it's got music and colors. It's very interesting. Whereas if you don't like TikTok, you absolutely hate it and you want to destroy the app. If I could get rid of any social media app, I guess it would be Snapchat. I just don't see the value in Snapchat where other apps like Instagram and Facebook are also using filters. In the past, Snapchat used to be for taking photos and adding filters. Now most other social media apps can do that. So if I could remove any social media app, it would probably be Snapchat. Which creators do you like and why? I really enjoy YouTube creators that help YouTubers like me improve my content. Some of these creators are called Brian G, Nick Neiman, Roberto Blake. They are fantastic because they give me tips and advice. It helps me see social media and YouTube in a different way. If you would like more English questions like these, check out the book in the description below.